Hello, everybody. I thought I would come in here and share a little organization. Actually, as I'm doing a little organization here. So it's a constant, like I'm always trying to find better ways to organize our home. And you don't have to go buy fancy containers and expensive containers to organize your home. You do not have to at all. I recently found, I love picking up old boxes at yard sales and thrift stores. I found these amazing old wood boxes for $1 each at a yard sale, not this past weekend, but the weekend before. Amazing. I just love the old wood and I will use these. They're functional, they're great for organizing, and then they look really good. So I have been searching for something to organize kind of our first aid and medications and stuff. So I'm going to put all of them inside this instead of this wire basket that everything's been crammed into because the other thing that we did have wasn't working. So just thought I'd kind of share how I do this. So I'm just gonna, there we go. Put down you guys can see that there, right? So the first things first is, so anything that you have two of, try and condense them into one. So for, like this is just like Tums or, I gotta open this one. So you want to make sure with anything like this, you want to make sure that you're looking at the expiration dates. And we gave you a link inside this guide to show you how to dispose of medications and things like that properly. But whenever you're cleaning out something like this, you want to check for expiration dates. That's very important. And these are, I only have, what do I have in here? Like 3 or something left in here. So I'm just going to put those in the new one, and then you can get rid of this container, and that's just going to free up some space in here. But with anything you have, just check all the expiration dates. This one is still okay. Because some of these things you're buying, especially for like colds and things that you don't have all the time, you're buying them when that happens. And so you just have to check. It's not something, it's not like a grocery or a staple that you're buying over and over again. So you just have to check. Sometimes I'm looking through this and I'm like, why did we buy that? Or when did we need that? So just make sure you're checking that. Things like ibuprofen and stuff, I always condense it. It seems like, I don't now, but we had a ton of little bottles and big bottles, and I'm like, what are we doing? So I like to condense them into one bottle. You could also write on the tops of these to label them if you wanted that. It just depends on your container. For $1, I can just pull this whole thing out of our linen closet, and I know what's in here. It's going to be medicines and anything like first aid type stuff. So I'm just going to pull out this whole box and I will be able to get what I need. So Band-Aids are something that I do not love, the cardboard or, the boxes that they come in. So I love these containers. I use them in our kitchen. And it's the OXO containers. They're just some of my favorite containers, but this one's a real small one. Again, you can find these at thrift stores and yard sales sometimes, but you can also find them at Home Goods and TJ Maxx a little bit cheaper, but they do have good sales and stuff on them sometimes too. So I put the Band-Aids in something like this because the boxes always get torn. The Band-Aids are all over like this basket or inside this box. So this just kind of contains them. We know what's in there. If we need a Band-Aid, we just have to grab that out. So this is just all, let me just show you. So this wire basket, I was using it in a crunch because I just needed something, but it is not a good solution for something like this. Things kept falling down. Things can, fall out of the wires and stuff. So this was not a good solution. I was just waiting to find something better and to find these wood boxes for $1. It's just so much better all the way around. So, and if you're finding things like, as you're going through things like these wraps, we haven't used these in forever. And we used to have like, I don't know, like 6 or 8 of them. I don't know why. But so I got rid of some of them. and just kept 2. So just in case we should need them, I just kept 2. So other things that you could put in here are like sunscreen, like those after, like the aloe or after sun care, now that it's getting warmer. But so yeah, just as you go through everything, you just kind of pick and choose and figure out what to keep, what you actually use, what you don't use. So yeah, so we have things like tweezers and things in our first aid bucket or whatever box. So those things will fall through a wire basket like this. So not a good choice for stuff like this. So you could grab another one of these containers for smaller, you know, things like gauze and that to put inside a box. Again, it depends on how much you use those things, you know, and how much you actually have. So it'll depend on, as you're going through all this stuff, what you actually need, what you should keep, what you can get rid of. So you have some tape and some more gauze. I really don't think we need all this gauze. So yeah, so that's it. That is what I'm keeping inside this first aid. We don't have a lot of medicines or anything, but just simple. I can just grab this box, or anybody in the family could grab this box. You could also stencil on here if you wanted to, or, you know, just use a label maker too as well. But everything is now contained and it's not going to fall out with like something like this. It's all contained and ready to go. So I thought I'd just come in here because I just found these boxes and I was doing this and I thought it might be helpful for some of you. So I'm excited for you guys to be organizing. It just makes everything feel so much better, and it functions better. You can get what you need. You're not buying extra things that you don't need. So yeah, I'm just super excited for you. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments. Have a good day, guys.